Hi, welcome back. It's Amanda. Today I'm going to be using these colors that I have from the Master's Touch Pearlescent and Master's Touch Neon sets. I bought both sets when they were half off at Hobby Lobby, so they were really cheap. They're just small tubes and they're pretty thin, so I have a little bit of distilled water that I got out in a little thing right there to add it if I need any, but I'm not sure that I'm going to need water with these. This one is I can't turn my phone. This one is Neon Purple, Neon Pink, Pearlescent Purple, Pearlescent Pink, and then over here I used Pearlescent Blue, 2 parts to 1 part Pearlescent Green to make this turquoise color. I tried to make a nice turquoise color, but it looked very bluish, but once I got it mixed up, I kind of like it, so I left it alone. This one over here, I made out of 4 parts neon blue to 1 part neon green, and it's still very green. So I just thought I would see how they both turn out. Whenever I had just 2 parts blue to 1 part green, it was like completely green. This one looks a little bit kind of turquoise, but it's still very green. So we'll see how they all turn out together. I will be back in a second to layer my cup.
A little bit more than 2 drops came out.
Hi, I'm back. I've left this sitting for well over 10 minutes, I would say, because my phone was almost dead and I plugged it into charge. It charged 4% in 10 minutes, so then I found a way to have it record while it is plugged in. I remember about a month ago I had a painting that I called the Cursed Painting because everything I tried to do that morning with that painting went wrong. I'm having another one of those days, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. So this is like the cursed painting number 2. Also, I've been putting it off for about a week because I just wasn't sure how I was going to do it or how it was going to turn out. It was making me a little bit worried. Plus, I've really been into watching my Big Brother feeds here recently because there's only a couple weeks left. About 2.5 weeks left until Big Brother's over for this season. But anyway, I'm going to lift the cup and see what happens. It looks like my white didn't spread real well, or it got started to sink in or dry. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know if I'll leave that whole monologue in there or not, but these gloves are old and I've used them several times and they feel kind of like sticky. So let's just see what happens. Oh boy. tried to save, there's a little bit, I mean there's paint left in there because I've been using too much paint when I layer these anyway. Just in case I don't like something and I want to go back over it. Having a lot of paint in there is another reason why I did my base coat thinner than normal. I don't know why my light is blinking. It's getting brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer. I'm not really sure why. I'm not going to talk. I'm going to let it sit and spread out on its own a little bit and turn it each way and let it spread a little bit before I start tilting, just to kind of see what happens on its own. Last time I did that, but I talked the whole time, so I didn't cut a lot of it out. This time I want to be able to cut some of it out. My table's unlevel this way. I always say that, it's unlevel this way. I put magazines under the corners, it's still unlevel that way. But that kind of helps my paint spread. I might have to turn that light off if it keeps doing that. Let's see if it does that on the blue light setting. Okay, I've let it spread out a lot on its own. I'm going to torch a little bit and see what else happens. Pop some bubbles. Yep, I'm seeing all kinds of bubbles pop. I know my camera quality is not real great. You can't see all those little bubbles pop the way I can. Okay. Man, these gloves are really sticky. I think I'm going to tilt this corner first, but I'm going to turn it around so that it's next to me. I like how that and that look like two big eyes. That's probably where I dropped the silicone into the cup, if I had to take a guess. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And then tilt back. Okay. Take this off and I'm going to go this way. I don't know if you can see that. I'm still losing paint off the side, but I don't care. Ooh, that side's very milky, very cloudy. Might be time to get a new corner catcher because I'm not handling this one very well. Right now I'm just going for the corners, and then once I do that I can play around with the paint some more. By doing this I'm getting paint all over me. Stretch that down there. I'm not getting, there we go. I was going to say I wasn't getting it to that edge the way I wanted. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Okay, now that I've done my corners, I'll save that because I'll do drip smashes on that. I'm going to stretch my paint a little bit. And see what I want to do with it. And that one where I tried to make turquoise with that neon blue and neon green, I did 4 parts blue and 1 part green, and it is still just basically green. I don't like that very well. I think I have paint on my shirt all up my arm. I'm not liking this very well. I worried about this for the past week, trying to think of putting these colors together, and I just didn't think I was going to like it or that it was going to turn out very well, and I just don't really like it. But let's see if I can do something to it to make it a little bit better. I've gotten most of the sides. I can see a spot over here that's not covered. I'm going to tilt some more, so I may end up fixing those spots that aren't very covered. I don't know what it looks like over here. So let's turn it around. Oh yeah, that side's covered too, except for right there. So I don't know what to do with it because I just really don't like it. I don't like how green that came out. It was supposed to be turquoise. And I'm not seeing any of the pearl turquoise. I forgot to put silicone in my layers, and I just put it in the cup after the fact. I think that's where this came from. I just don't like it, so I don't know what to do with it. I've got too much paint on there, so I'm going to have to tilt some more off. Maybe I'll tilt a little bit of that green. I don't know though, because I don't know. I kind of want to put this towards the center, but I don't want to stretch that green out even more. Like, I don't want even more of my painting being that green. That neon purple is pretty, and that neon pink is pretty. But I'm not seeing any of the pearlescent colors. Maybe when it dries it'll be kind of shimmery. See a whole lot of white in there. Maybe it'll get better if I just tilt some more to like stretch the colors out some more, to bring some more colors out. Now I'm starting to see the pearlescence as I tilt it. Okay, let's go back this way, maybe get rid of some of that green and open up more cells and more colors that I do like. I do kind of like, I kind of like that, and I kind of like this section with where you can see the pink spotting through the purple. So I guess, I mean, like, my initial reaction is I don't care for that green very well, but I mean, I like green. Green's fine, and green and purple are kind of neat together. But I just wanted turquoise, and I couldn't get it turquoise. It just stayed green. That's what bothered me. If I just kind of tilt back and forth, I think maybe I'll find some more things in it that I like. I don't want to go that way, and I don't want to go that way. I like this cloudy look over here. I didn't at first, but like with the white bands. But I like this here, so I don't want to tilt that off either. I just gently want to stretch the paint around to see if I can get something else that I kind of like. Wish I could get rid of more of that green. I mean, I guess I can. I don't mind a little bit of it, like over here, but I don't want as much of it as what I had. That's better. There's a little bit, but not quite as much. And now if I tilt it back this way, I don't know if you can see that. It's opening up other cells in there, other colors, and I like that too. The more I just gently manipulate the paint and slide it around, the more colors I get. So I like it better. Still a lot of paint, man. When I leave this much paint on here, it takes forever to dry. So I do need to run some more paint off so that it won't take as long to dry and so that it won't be as prone to cracking. It's bringing out the pearlescence the more that I manipulate it around. Oh yeah, that pearlescence is really shining through. I don't know, let's try to go that way a little bit. Whoa. I'm going to have paint all over the back of this. I think I have paint all over the back of all of my paintings from where I hold them and move them around. I know, this part's boring. I may cut part of this out, but I may not get that big blob like in the center. I think if I work it too much more, I'll get back to where I don't like it. I'm not sure what that looks like. I don't know. I have no idea. Kind of like the way it looks over here. I like this part through here where you can see the pink kind of through the purple. I don't like that big section of green, but I can't seem to get rid of it. I mean, I could, but then I would lose a lot of that, and it'd be hard to get that more towards the center. I like this, how the colors are over here. I don't really care for that white part right through there. I don't know. This just probably is one of my least favorite ones. And I was very nervous thinking about doing it, thinking that I probably wouldn't like it. I have to try to do a piece with pinks, purples, and turquoise. But I'm not a fan of this one very much. Maybe when it dries, I might see something in it that I like. This part right here, let me turn it around towards the camera, looks like some kind of a weird cartoony face or something. Once it dries, I may like it. A lot of times, whenever I come back a day or two later and look at my paintings, I like them way better than whenever I first do them. So hopefully it gets better with time. There are parts I like. I like that part. I like that section. I liked that, but I don't know what it is, but I like trying to figure out what it looks like. I just didn't like how this came out green. So I'm going to have to use a different color the next time for some turquoise, which I have some turquoise colors that I really like, or like teal or ocean green that I used in my last one. That was really pretty. Cobalt turquoise from Golden is pretty green, but I like it. I have a bright aqua green. I have a Viridian that's really pretty that I haven't tried yet. So I have to try again on that one. I liked the way the pearl colors made kind of a bluish turquoise. I may try that mix again. But I'll try some different colors next time and see if I can get a better painting. After I turn this off, I'm going to do drip smash on that cardboard so that I can get some paint on my cardstock. And I think that's it for today. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with anyone who you think may be interested. And as always, thanks for watching and have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, I know my initial reaction was that I don't like this, but I walked away for a few minutes and came back, and I kind of like it now. I'm going to do a real short video. It's wet. I just cleaned up and moved the table. I'll do a little bit of a close-up so you can see all that shimmer from the pearlescent paints. I like how that comes through. It's really bold with the neons. I'm not super crazy over how that just turned out green, but next to that purple, it's kind of pretty. I kind of like it now. I'll take a few pictures too. Okay, those last pictures were when it was wet, right after it was finished. These ones, it's still wet, but it's about 10 hours later. It's too wet to take it outside to take pictures in the sun or the shade, so I put it on a stand near a window, and it was after the sun was starting to go down, just so you can see the colors a little bit better. I will have to do some pictures or a video of it outside in a couple of days after it dries, and I will add that to a video at some other point in the future. Or you can check my Facebook page. I'll be posting them on Facebook.